Hey adventurers! On this rainy Sunday, we were in desperate need of a hike after a hearty lunch at Loveless Cafe.
Once the skies cleared, we found ourselves here at the Natchez Trace Trailhead in Edwin Warner Park in Nashville.
So we're at the end of the video. What did you think of Nashville?
I loved it. I've been to Nashville once when I was, a child. And I remember I liked it then, but I don't remember anything specific other than the fact that I fell asleep in the Grand Ole Opry. So this was just a great trip to be able to experience someplace that I knew that I liked and make some actual memories there.
Yeah, and I'd never been to Nashville before, or Tennessee in general. And it was wonderful. I love the rolling hills, just the topography, also the people. Definitely had some great, Southern hospitality. Everyone was very nice. So what was your favorite thing in the video?
My favorite thing in the video it has to be Stones River, which technically isn't in Nashville, it's just outside of Nashville, but I love learning about history when I'm not forced to learn about it, like in a classroom. So it was fun to be able to walk through it wasn't fun. It was interesting to be able to walk through the museum and learn more about the battle that took place there and to just feel the history when you're walking and driving around.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed Broadway. Broadway was a great place to visit. I've heard so much about, the honky tonks and the music scene in Nashville. And so to get a glimpse of it while we were there was awesome. It's definitely something that I would have loved to experience for a little bit longer. But under the conditions, what we got to see was enough. And, there's some really talented people, really talented musicians in Nashville. And I think that's the epicenter, the place to be, to really experience, those new and up-and-coming musicians. What was your favorite thing not in the video?
Oh, I think my favorite thing not in the video has to be Loveless Cafe's biscuits.
Ooh, yeah.
We didn't buy any of the mix, which I kind of regret now because I was afraid it was just gonna explode in my bag and get all of the flour and everything everywhere.
Right.
But those were chef's kiss, and the jam's like on the side of it.
Oh yeah. No, Loveless was excellent. Oh, the food, it's legendary in Tennessee. So if you find yourself anywhere close to Loveless's cafe, you would want to go there.
And we got so lucky because our friend told us that the wait is normally pretty long, and I think our wait when we were there was like 15 minutes because it was a rainy Sunday morning. So yeah, I don't know if people just weren't out that morning.
Yeah. My favorite part that was not in the video was actually the Country Music Hall of Fame. They didn't allow us to film inside, so I wanted to be respectful of that, but there's just so much country music culture in the museum, and I thought it was really great to just see how country music has changed over the decades, as well as, highlighting both, I like the outlaw country styles of like Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. So they had their own section in the Music Hall of Fame, and I thought that was really cool. And the stage I don't know if you want to call them costumes, but the stage dress and suits and things like that for the performers that they had there. They were awesome. So it was really cool to see that and be able to see the history of country music.
And for someone that's not, I enjoy country, but I'm not very passionate or interested in it. It was, being able to see the stage outfits was really cool. And same thing with like the instruments, their guitars and other instruments that they play.
Oh yeah, and I will have to say, Elvis's limo that's there, it's so cool. I mean, it's gold plated. It has a TV in there from like the 1960s. The car is as it was when he was alive and using it. So it's awesome. Under the conditions right now, we did fly to Nashville. At the time, it was what we found relatively safe for our circumstances. But the cases have gone up. So, at this time, while we'd love to go back to Nashville, unfortunately, we would probably say flying right now is not going to be what we're going to be suggesting for anyone out there right now. Everyone has to make their own decisions when it comes to travel. But when those cases that have started to rise start going down again, we start finding ourselves in a healthy space. What are you looking forward to going back to Nashville, or at least Tennessee in general?
There's a lot. We didn't really get to explore, I think it's East Nashville, which is, they have a lot of shops over there, but they have a bunch of like murals, or street murals, I guess is the word, which we didn't really get to see any of. And I really wanted to go to, it's either Five Daughters Bakery or Five Daughters Donuts. And we went to one that was in a shopping, like a kind of like an indoor farmer's market. Well,
yeah, I would say that.
It was similar to Liberty Station.
Here in San Diego.
Yes. And they had some donuts, but we got there later in the day. It was after we went to the Country Music Museum, so they only had like 3 donuts left. And I didn't even pick a donut. I got like this savory pastry, which was delicious, but I really want to be able to try an actual Five Daughters donut. But I also want to go outside of Nashville too.
Oh yeah, and that's actually where I would want to go. I want to go to Dollywood. And those are in the Smoky Mountains, so it would be traveling outside of Nashville, but it's definitely, you could see the signs, and over there is also Graceland. So, if you're a big Elvis fan, that would be something to see as well. But in general, I would say just Nashville and Tennessee, again, was a beautiful experience. Again, when it's safe, I would highly recommend, checking it out, seeing it for yourself, getting an experience, getting your own unique take on it. Well, with that, we appreciate you watching the video. If you like this, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, if you like videos like this, this isn't our normal type of video, but please subscribe so that you can see our new videos when they do come out.